Alright, so this is part 2. So I first did the guns and ranking them, but I have 20 weapons that are not guns, melee only. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna be ranking all of these on how they look, on how they look, how much damage they do, and then looks, damage, and then I'll rank them all. So the first one is fire axe. We're gonna go all the way down here. We have 20 NPCs also, so I don't really care if they see me, cause then we're gonna spawn another 20, and we're gonna do headshots, then body shots. So however many headshots. All right.
Well, hello.
All right, you ready for it? So headshot. So that was instant death, basically, right after it pulled out. So for I think I'm stupid. I believe I did looks, damage, and ranking. I don't remember, but I think I have short-term memory loss or dementia, cause I just be forgetting stuff almost all the time. But if these were it the new rankings are looks, damage, and ranking. I think that's already how I had it. So now this is the baseball bat, if you guys can't tell. So I just need you to stand still. Alright, so alright, so that was a one shot also to the dome. It says boink. Baseball bat, I think that's a like pretty, what's it called? Pretty average survival weapon kind of. You see freaking Steve Herring, no, not Steve. Negan freaking using this. So I'm gonna give this one a 3 out of 10 for looks, and then damage an 8 out of 10, and then ranking I put it at 6. Alright, so the next weapon is a baton. I've actually never used the baton. Sorry, no, I'm lying. Oh, wait, yeah, I'm lying. I've used it once. So we're gonna go bam. If that doesn't work, we're gonna go bam and bam, or bam and bam. Alright, 3, 2. Alright, so that was 2 shots. Alright. This weapon freaking sucks. Alright, so looks, I give it a 2 out of 10. For damage, I give it a 1 out of 10. And ranking, I put it at 10. No, I put it at 1. Alright, so this is the dagger. I think we're just gonna go in for a nice bam. Hey, Ford, I gotta tell you something.
Hello. What up, son?
Yeah, pretty average kill there. For looks, I like the medieval vibe, obviously. So I'll give it a 6. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 for looks, 10 out of 10 for damage, and I'll give it an 8 for ranking. So now next is the golf club. We can either break his shins or break his skull. So I think we're gonna break his skull. Alright, so 3, 2, 1, put. Oh, Ford, I am so sorry. I totally did mean to do that. So I give it a 5 out of 10 for looks. 8 out of 10. Not 7 out of 10 for damage, and ranking I put it at a 4. Alright, for the hatchet, this is basically the little brother, little sister, daughter, son, I don't know, of the fire axe. So I think we're just gonna go bam. So alright, I'm gonna give this a 8 out of 10 for looks, 10 out of 10 for damage, and rank, and what I put it as ranking, 10. Yeah. Alright, next is Negan's back. So Ford, pal, you ready? Goodbye, Glenn. I meant Ford. Oh, so in The Walking Dead, spoilers if you haven't seen season 7, episode 1. One of the main characters kind of goes. You're kind of like getting his head smashed in. So either way, so what am I doing? So, for this weapon, for this, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 for looks, 6 out of 10 for damage. Actually, no, 3 out of 10 for damage, cause sorry, no, 5 out of 10 for damage. I cannot make up my mind. And then ranking, I put it at 5. Alright, now for a sword, I'm not gonna say the word because I don't know if it's a cuss word, but here, I'll just give it to you guys. It's this right here. Can you see it? Good. Alright, so this is a sword. I think I'm just gonna. Yeah. Alright, ready? What you looking at, fool? Alright, so we're just gonna. I think he's dead. Nah, I think he's still alive. So I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10 for looks. I give it an 8 out of 10 for looks, 9.5 out of 10 for damage, and ranking 9. Alright, so we have basically the common breaking and entry tool, a crowbar, since you can use it to pry open windows, pry open doors, break fences and stuff. So yeah. So I'm actually gonna spawn what's called another Ford just because one, we can use this side and that side. So
What up,
first, sorry Ford, sorry not sorry. Alright, so we're gonna rank each side, right? So that was a 2-shot, and then let's see. That was a 1-shot. So
Hey there.
looks 5 out of 10. Damage for this side, 6 out of 10. Damage for this side, 7 out of 10. Alright, now for the electric guitar. Alrighty. Stupid shotgun shield. Alright, so I think we're just gonna. Actually, I think we're gonna go 3, 2, 1. So you see, I think he might have just gotten a minor concussion. You know, just a minor one. So looks, I like guitar even though I have absolutely no idea how to play it. I gave it for looks a 9 out of 10. Damage, 9 out of 10. Ranking, 9 out of 10. So, alright, here's the hammer. One of the hammers, actually. We have another one. We actually have. Wait, never mind. Wait, yeah. No, yeah, we have one more hammer. Yep, one more hammer. Alrighty. So, we're also going to be ranking this from both sides, so we can spawn another NPC.
How's it going?
Alright, so we're going to first do blunt, and then stabby stabby. So, 3, 2, 1, here goes nothing.
Ah!
So, he's still alive, so that was one shot so far. And then, two shot. So, alright, Ford, you ready to die? So, 3, 2. So that was a heart shot. Actually, that was a freaking chest shot, kind of, and he still died. So, ranking for this side, 3, 4 out of 10. This side, 6 out of 10. No, 5 out of 10. And then, ranking, well, looks, 8 out of 10. This side, 5 out of 10. This side, 4 out of 10. And then, what I would rank it, about a 3. Oh, so you can play. Hold on. Screw it. Alright, now I love katanas, so this is already gonna be a good ranking. If this can kill a nobody, if this can kill an agent nobody, which I'm going to prove to you guys that it can kill an agent nobody. See how it does. So we're just gonna. Oh, that's ouch. So that was one shot. One shot to the dome. Looks 10 out of 10. Damage 10 out of 10. Ranking 10 out of 10. Machete. I like machetes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so now we get to RP as Jason Voorhees. So, just gonna. I think this weapon is pretty iconic. You see it in Friday the 13th, and The Walking Dead. I don't know how many others. I know there's a ton. For looks, I give it a 7 out of 10. For damage, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. For ranking, I give it a 9 out of 10. So now we have the first weapon was the dad. Now this one, well, the first weapon was the dad. The hatchet was the child. And this is the mom. So you never want to mess with mom.
Well, hello.
So, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, he just got pretty cooked. We hit him in the throat. So that's a lot. So for the mom, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10 for looks, 10 out of 10 for damage, and a 6 out of 10 for ranking. So here's the shovel. If you've watched Home Alone, he just so
How's it going?
you just stand right there. No, don't step on the body. Don't step on the body. Okay. So I think we're gonna just go stab. So I guess if you have to, I mean, I believe everybody has at least one shovel. So 1 out of 10 for looks, 5 out of 10 for damage, and ranking a 3. Alright, so this weapon and that, so these two weapons you can actually get at the beginning of the game. You can pick or choose or just get both. I always go with this one because like this one just so I'm just gonna go bam. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna go bam bam bam. Alright, so he's pretty cooked. Got headshotted to the dome. We got 4 more. Yo. So looks 8 out of 10, damage 10 out of 10, ranking 5 out of 10. No, 8 out of 10. So now for this one. This one's actually a two-handed weapon. Fa fa or just bam. But I think I'm gonna go. I don't know if you're still dead. Just in case. Alright, so I give for looks 6 out of 10. 10. Oh my god. 7 out of 10. Damage 8 out of 10. Ranking 6 out of 10. Pickaxe. Let's be like, why do our hands sound like metal? Alright. So I'm just gonna go bam, 1,
Hey there!
3, 2. So anytime I've ever used a pickaxe, every single time I
How's it
swing,
going?
I miss and I end up going like that. So for looks, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. For damage, if I could give it a 0, I would. If I could give it a 0 out of 10, I would. So I have to give it a 1. And well, looks 1, damage no. Looks 5, damage 1, rank 1. Alright, we have 2 more weapons. Alright, we have the sledgehammer. I think this is pretty obvious exactly what it is, so we're just gonna go straight down. I think we should just maybe just like let gravity do its thing. So 3, 2, 1. He's cooked. So for looks, 8 out of 10, damage 5 out of 10, rank 6 out of 10. Alright guys, last weapon. Alright, so I don't remember what it's called. So we're just gonna go stab. Alright. So looks 10 out of 10, damage 9 out of 10, rank 6 at 10 out of 10. Alright. So I was thinking while we're doing this part,